Hey there, group. Erik William here with Saturday Fright Theater, and I'm out here at Bloodview Haunted House. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, in Broadview Heights. It's going to be an amazing night. We've got a great movie for you. We've got some interviews lined up with the actors, some of the promotional runners here. We've got all kinds of great things available for you tonight, right here at Bloodview Haunted House. So without further ado, before we get into here, we're going to get you into Act 1 of the movie tonight. So we're going to get you there, and we'll see you back here real soon, right here on Saturday Fright Theater. Every night is a frightful night when you're watching a movie. See you soon.
I will talk to you of art, for there is nothing else to talk about. For there is nothing else. Life is an obscure hobo bumming a ride on the omnibus of art. Burn gas, buggies, and whip your sour cream of circumstance and hope. And go ahead and sleep your bloody heads off. Creation is. All else is not. What is not creation is graham cracker. Let it all crumble to feed the creator. The artist is. All others are not. A canvas is a canvas, or a painting. A rock is a rock, or a statue. A sound is a sound, or is music. A creature is a creature, or an artist. Where are John, Joe, Jake, Jim, Jerk? Dead. They were not born. Before they were born, they were not born. Where are Leonardo, Rembrandt, Ludwig? Alive. They were born. Bring on the multitude with a multitude of fishes. Feed them to the fishes for liver oil, to nourish the artist. Stretch their skins upon an easel to give him canvas. Crush their bones into a paste that he might mold them. Let them die. And by their miserable deaths become the clay within his hands, that he might form an ashtray or an ark. For all that is comes through the eye of the artist. The rest are blind fish swimming in the cave of aloneness. Swim on, you maudlin, muddling, maddened fools, and breathe that one bright and sunny night some artist will bait a hook and let you bite upon it. Fight hard and die. In his stomach, you are very close to immortality.
Walter, what are you doing there? I was looking at Carla's picture. Why, I pay you to look at pictures? Come on, get to work.
I was just looking.
There are empty cups all over the place. Clear them out.
You shouldn't be so rough on him, Leonard.
Hey, say, Walter. All right. Very good, Kurt.
Yes, man. How you make it? Fine, man. How about you?
In there now.
Valdez, Vice.
Yeah, LaCroix checking in. Who took over a couple of minutes ago?
Anything new at the door?
Well, nothing you can pound nails in. A couple of hustlers. One of them short, fat, brunette, named Skinny. The other one was short also.
She was bleached and skinny.
Name of Fat.
Probably, I didn't get it.
They didn't give any pictures, though. Guess you can keep an eye on 'em.
Okay, any hits?
Well, Jerry Sachs looked like he was straight. I'm sure he's on it anyway. Didn't see any pushes around the place. Lou said he'd check out on Jerry. He'll sound him out later if he gets any higher.
I guess that's about it.
Okay, go on home and get a good night's sleep, you think.
Okay, so long.
Everyone listen to my new poem. I think they really heard it.
I heard it, Mr. Brock.
Thank you, Walter. I'm sure you did.
Bring on the multitude with a multitude of fishes. Feed them to the fishes for liver oil to nourish the artist.
That was word for word.
Is it? I've forgotten.
You mean you don't remember your own poem?
I refuse to say anything twice. Repetition is death.
Oh, good.
When you repeat something, you are reliving a moment, wasting it, severing it from the other end of your life. I believe only in new impressions, new stimuli, new life.
I thought you believed that life is an obscure hobo bumming a ride on the...
I do believe that, Walter, but I also believe creative living. To be uncreative, you might as well be in your grave. Or in the army.
They tried to draft me once. I couldn't pass the test.
Walter, Leonard's looking at you.
Jesus, my God.
Walter has a clear mind. One day something will enter it, feel lonely, and leave again.
Too much.
Yes, cats, yes. If you want to know how beatniks live, William and me will show you. We'll introduce you to some wild ones. You may even discover an artist of your own.
And how much is that going to cost us?
What cost? A couple of bucks. You want to meet some beatniks, don't you?
Oh, no, it's the artist. I'm just crazy about artists.
All that is comes through the eye of the artist. The rest are just blind fish swimming in a cave of aloneness.
Oh, you must be an artist. And working as a busboy, too.
Feed him that he will be satisfied. The artist is. All others are not.
That's most intriguing. Are you a painter?
Well, no, I work... I'm working on something that's not ready yet.
What is it, man? Finger painting? And draw me a picture of a house, Walter. Make some smoke coming out of the chimney.
I am working on something. I'll show you soon. Walter?
Is he...
Get a good look, kid? Come on home.
Oh, Walter, you look awful pale. What'd you have to eat tonight?
I had a salami sandwich, Mrs. Swicker.
Oh, if you were my son, why don't you let me fix you a nice bowl of soup? Won't take but a minute.
Well, it's okay. I can fix myself something. Besides, I got something important to do.
Say, Walter, did you see anything of Frankie tonight when you went out?
I didn't see him at all.
Well, if you do, tell him I got a nice, fresh piece of halibut for him.
Tell him that? I mean, do you think he'll understand? He's only a cat.
Good night, Walter.
canvas is a canvas or a painting. A rock is a rock or a statue. A sound is a sound or it's music.
How'd you get yourself stuck in a wall? Wait a minute, I'll get you out. Frankie? Frankie? You all right, Frankie? I'm sorry. Poor Mrs. Swickett. She had a nice fresh piece of halibut for you. I'll give you to her in the morning. Repetition is death, Frankie.
Hey there, folks. Erik William here, right back here at Bloodview Haunted House in Broadview Heights. And I've got Jacob with me, one of the volunteers, the scarers here. And we've got some crazy people with chainsaws floating around all over here, as you could probably hear. Jacob, tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been an actor here at Bloodview.
So I've been here for this is my third year now.
Wow, okay.
I started when I was just graduated out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved over here, and I found out that this was right down the road. And I was like, "Oh, cool, man! I need to, Originally, I thought this was a paying gig. Yeah. So
it pays in other ways.
So I showed up, and then I was like, "Oh, it's not a paying gig," but I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Give it a year.
Right.
And if I like it, I'll come back. If not, well, I gave it a year.
Right.
So I gave it a year, and I was just like, it's really demanding, but I miss it, and I'm like, I want to come back. So
Sweet.
I came back, and ever since then I've been coming.
You just keep
back.
coming back for more.
Yeah, I keep coming back for more. I love it. I love it.
Now, what it looks like you're already in some stages of forms of makeup here tonight. What are you playing tonight?
Well, I'm going to be in Graveyard, which is basically kind of a graveyard. So I'm going to be a zombie, kind of just not slow and stupid, but not necessarily the smartest zombie in the world either. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to be in the kind of in the form of rage, kind of just mad, angry,
Nice.
angry at everybody, angry at everything.
Okay.
And go from there and see where I can go.
That's pretty awesome. Now, as a lot of people out there see as scarers as not actors, sometimes, but you guys truly are actors. It's an improv. Everything's a little different each night, weekend to weekend, actually, even.
Yeah.
Where do you find your inspirations from? Do you draw different characters in your head? Do you kind of like pre-plan these, or is it all like literally improv on the night of?
Well, what I do is I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, so I walk with a little bit of a limp. So and I remember kids being cruel or whatever in high school or whatnot. They'd say, oh, you should be a zombie for Halloween or a Frankenstein.
Right.
I'm like, hell yeah, I'll be Frankenstein. So like, okay, I'll be Frankenstein this one week here, and I'll be a zombie this week. I'll be the best here, and I'll, no problem.
Right.
And I'm like, or like I have a character. If you've ever watched WWE or WWF, because at the time,
right.
Mick Foley, Mankind.
Right.
He had the kind of that character of he was like in the boiler rooms, eating the rats, being creepy, ripping out his hair.
Right.
I was like, I won't do the spots, but I'll probably just act like him, and I'm like, it'll work. And so and then it stuck, and I was just like, okay, well, I'll keep doing that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, well, there you go. That's pretty awesome. So all our wrestling fans out there, folks, there you go. We have a lot of wrestling fans down in Mansfield, Ohio, so they'll get a kick out of that story.
Yeah.
And so, well, I'll tell you what, I won't keep you much longer. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show, Jacob. I can't wait for you to get scared out there. So I'll let you go and get your mind right for that rage zombie tonight.
All right, cool.
And we're going to get you guys back to the movie right here on Saturday Fright Theater, where every night it's a frightful night when you're watching the movie. See you soon.
Let them die, and by their miserable deaths become the clay within his hand, that he might form an ashtray or an ark. Pray that you might be his diadem, gold, glory, paint, clay, that he might take you in his magic hands and wring from your marrow wonder.
Where are John, Joe, Jim, Jerk?
Something. I think you'll like it. Take that stuff to the laundromat, Walter.
Huh? Don't mind him. What have you got?
It's a thing I made. You like it? What you got?
Oh, come look at this, Leonard.
Well, where'd you get that, auction? I made it. You made that? You said I did, didn't I?
Walter, it's very good.
Honest?
Honest.
What's it called? Dead Cat? Dead Cat? That's its name? Sure. Well, it sure looks dead enough. You want to buy it? Buy it? That thing? Scare people out of the place.
Don't be silly. It's tremendous. Look at the detail. The anatomy's perfect. Look at the expression on its face.
How come you put a knife into it? I didn't mean to. Just got carried away, huh? Well, all right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it in the corner of the alcove. If it sells, we'll split 50-50, okay? Sure. Does this mean I'm an artist?
Maybe so. You can do other things as well.
All that is comes through the eye of the artist. Yeah, you're a real artist now. I go in back and scrub down those garbage cans. March now. You really like it? We like it. Now go on. Did you see my cat? What's the matter? You losing? How do you like my cat? You like this thing, man? Uh-huh. It's crazy. Crazy. You want to buy it? For me, Matt? I'm tapped. He likes my cat. Get to work. Hey, Walter, come here a minute. Congratulations, man.
Walter, you're famous.
I saw your cat.
Did you like it, Mr. Brock?
You may call me Maxwell.
Now, how'd you do it, Walter? Oh, I just took some clay and fixed it up.
Attention. Attention, everyone. As you pass through these yellow portals, I am sure you noticed on your right a small clay figure, and assumed this transfixed effigy to be the work of a master sculptor. And indeed, so it is. That master sculptor is in our midst. He's none other than Walter Paisley, our very own busboy, whose hands of genius have been carrying away the empty cups of your frustration. Mark well this lad. His is the silent voice of creation. Within the dark, rich soil of humility, he blossoms as the hope of our nearly sterile century.
Beautiful, Maxwell.
Bring me an espresso, Walter.
That's Maxwell, really beautiful.
Thank you. Man, you are in.
Oh, Walter, it was wonderful.
Yes. This is my man. Took him everything. Yes. Listen, man, you got a pen? Huh? This is my man.
Hey, Pops, what's happening? Making a big scene for Walter.
Who'd he shoot?
Made a cat. Out of clay.
See you around.
Yeah, later.
Will somebody clear this table, please? This is my man. Will somebody clear this table?
Did you hear them, Mr. DeSantis? They all like my cat.
Yeah, very good. Now, look, Walter, you must be tired. Why don't you take the rest of the night off?
Oh, I don't...
No, you gotta come in. Besides, you're creating an incident. When people are applauding, they don't know the coffee. So go on home and work on something. Make another cat.
Well, I haven't got another cat.
Well, just go to the movies. Please, Walter, go.
All right, Mr. DeSantis. Good night.
Good night, Walter.
Walter? Walter, wait a minute.
Oh, hello, Mayolia.
Walter, I dug it.
My cat?
It was the most wonderful, wildest, like, wittiest thing I've ever seen. Walter, you've done something to me. Something deep down inside of my prana.
I have?
Oh, Walter, I want to be with you. You're creative. You've got a hot light bulb glowing inside of you, and I want to be warmed by it.
Gee, that's nice of you, Naolia.
Walter, take me away from here. Take me away to some cool blue place. Gas me.
I can't. I gotta go home.
Oh, then I'll go home with you.
Oh, no, Mrs. Swickett wouldn't like that. She's my landlady.
Isn't there anything I can do for you?
I don't think so, Naolia.
Oh, Walter, I can't let you just split like this. I've got to do something. I've got to contribute.
You don't have to do anything.
Wait. Wait, there is one thing I can do. One little thing. Don't leave, Walter. I want to give you something. Something that'll make you remember me. Put it in your pocket. Now go, Walter. Don't look back. Just go.
Autograph, Mr. Paisley?
Why, certainly, my good woman.
Everybody likes my cat.
You want to buy my statue, mister? $10,000? Okay. She'll be famous. And then I can ask Carla and she'll say yes. I know she will.
Hello, Walter.
Oh, hi. Hey, you're Lou, ain't you? I seen you down the yellow door plenty. Come on in. I was just making some pancakes. You can have some if you like. Did you see my cat?
Yeah, I saw your cat. I also saw that chick lay these on you.
Oh, that was Mayolia. She's a nice girl. She's kind of strange, though. I guess she figures I get headaches or something.
Okay, Walter, who's your connection?
Connection?
Yeah, connection. Who do you score from? Where do you buy your horse?
Horse?
Horse, junk, white stuff, heroin.
Is that what that is? I never seen any of that before. I always thought that was expensive.
Yeah, Walter, that can be real expensive.
Gee. Well, wasn't that nice of Mayolia to give me that expensive horse?
Walter.
Huh?
Police officer.
Ooh, you're like an undercover man.
You're under arrest, Walter.
Under arrest for what?
Possession of narcotics.
For me? What are you talking about?
Walter, I got you cold. Now, you just come along quietly.
I didn't do nothing. And Mayolia give me those. I didn't ask her for it. I didn't even know it was
All
in
right,
that.
you can tell him that downtown. Now, let's go.
I ain't going no place with you.
Walter, do I have to point this at you?
You're going to shoot me. No, don't shoot me.
Walter, just relax.
No, you're going to shoot me.
Now, just relax.
No, don't shoot
Just
me.
shut up, Walter.
No, you're going to shoot me. Don't shoot.
Walter! Walter! Are you all right? I thought I heard you shouting a minute ago. Walter! What's all the noise in here?
Noise, Mrs. Swickett? What noise?
Don't tell me I didn't hear a racket. Are you sure you're all alone?
I'm always alone, Mrs. Swickett.
Walter, have you been talking to yourself again?
Well, I guess maybe I have, Mrs. Swickett. Somebody's got to.
Walter, you know, what you need is a girl. But she doesn't have to be pretty, just so long as she takes good care of you.
Well, I can take real good care of myself, Mrs. Swickett.
Yeah, I can see that. Look at this pad. Terrible. When did you ever clean it up? And when did you change these sheets last? They look like they're alive.
Miss Swickett, I gotta meet some friends in a little while, and I gotta take a shower.
Well, why don't you clean up
If you don't
this
mind.
stuff?
Oh, please,
What's the
Mrs.
matter?
Swickett.
If you'd have shot me, you'd be mopping up my blood now. I can't help it if I got scared and hit you. I didn't mean it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't know you had it in you, Walter. How'd you do it? I just took some clay and fixed it up. Go home and make something, Walter. Make another cat. But I haven't got another cat.
No, nobody seems to know where he went. Why don't you put an alert out on him, and I'll check on him from here. Okay, right.
Hey there, folks. Erik William here with Saturday Fright Theater out here at Bloodview Haunted House. And as part of Around the World in 80 Screams, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the actress Caitlin here. And I tell you what, you're looking amazing, actually. And it's creeping me out. I can't even look you in the face right now. Tell us introduce yourself a little bit and how many years you've been here at Bloodview.
My name's Caitlin. I started at Bloodview when I was 14. I'm 19 now, so it was a couple of years ago. And I've kind of been here on and off. I've switched haunts. I've worked at the Fear Experience. I'm currently going to be working at the Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse. Okay. So I think Bloodview has just been kind of here. I just come here and go, so.
Well, that's pretty awesome, though. And it's, you know, we've talked a little bit throughout the night about the improvisation of Bloodview and how it changes, and you kind of adapt each night.
Yeah.
What's your theme going for tonight? I mean, it's creepy. Like I said, I cannot look at you. What's your inspirations tonight?
I'm working in the gore house, so I just automatically put gore with horror and blood and everything, so I always want to put blood on. Okay. And then with the contacts, it just really creeps people out.
Yeah.
So, and with the slashes and stuff, you know, if you get slashed, sometimes you go blind. So that just kind of put it all together.
Sweet. So that's awesome. And I tell you what, you said this is now like going on your 4th, 5th year for Bloodview. Wow. And so it's pretty awesome. I think that the fact that now, do you do any acting outside of this, or is this just this for Bloodview?
Yeah,
in the other haunts.
Yeah, I work at other haunts too. I worked at the Fear Experience when it was open, and I also I'm working at the Chippewa Lake Slaughterhouse this year. So that's a new haunted house that's kind of opening up, and it's pretty cool this year. So
sweet.
I actually just wanted to come here for tonight. It opens. I'm going to come here tonight and next weekend. Just kind of getting the feel of things.
All right, awesome. Well, before I let you go, as part of the Around the World in 80 Screams, we like to try and bring on people here and kind of ask them, you know, like, what's your inspirations? Obviously, you're here working at a haunted house, so obviously you've had to have loved horror in some fashion growing up. So let's just start with the easy 3. What's your favorite scary movie?
Halloween.
Halloween. All right. Now, the original Halloween or any of the remakes?
Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Rob Zombie's Halloween. Now, that's actually pretty interesting. Speaking of Halloween, there is I guess not really a remake, but another sequel coming out with Jamie Lee Curtis. Are you excited for that one? All right. And I tell you what, who is well, I guess I'm already going to answer this one. Who's your favorite slasher?
Probably
Michael
Myers.
All right,
yeah.
that was kind of a given
yeah.
All right, and I tell you what, I'll kind of throw this out here because of the Rob Zombie. Do you have any favorite, like, horror rock artists out there?
Korn.
There again, that's a great answer. That's great to know these folks out here, and it's great to see that horror's staying alive out there, especially when we go around the world in 80 Screams. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us on here. We're going to get you guys back to the show right here on Saturday Fright Theater. Forever night. It's a frightful night when you're watching a movie. See you soon.
And the killing of his own child, the jury found him guilty, and the hanging judge, he smiled.
And dig the buzz. What do you suppose they wanted? You, man, you. Hey, maybe they're looking for old Walter. He's a criminal type. Ain't you, Walter? Sorry, Mr. DeSantis.
So that's all right, Walter. Sit down.
Sit down. Greetings, man. I'm not supposed to sit with the customers. Wait. Now, why shouldn't you sit at the table, Walter? After all, you're a big artist now. A true creator above mere mortals.
What's the big idea?
Idea? I was just telling Walter the truth. Man wanted to pay me $100 for the cat. In fact, he's taking it home to show it to his wife. Proves that I underestimated Walter's ability. His work has enormous realism. You can hardly tell it from the real thing.
Well, that sounds like a real put-down.
Get off Walter's back, Leonard.
Am I on his back?
You're not very funny.
I'm not trying to be. Walter, what are you going to make next? A dog, maybe. Or a bird. How about a few dozen cockroaches from your room?
Hey, man, why don't you make an elephant?
I got a new one.
Great. What is it?
It's a full-length, life-size figure. Crazy. What is it called? Murdered Man.
When do we get to see it?
Oh, anytime.
Hey, that's a pretty far-out name for a statue.
I saw a statue once. It was called The Third Time Phyllis Saw Me, She Exploded.
Well, what kind of a statue was that?
I don't know. It was made out of driftwood and dipped in fluoric acid. It's very wild.
What's wrong, Leonard?
Nothing at all.
It's the food in this dump.
Oh, man, you should try the sorrel sewer. They got wheat germ bagels. Too much.
Excuse me, please.
I think he really is sick.
So who isn't?
Sanders! Well, I've been trying to get you all evening. Gotta make a call. Gotta call Lieutenant Valdez. Listen, I was wrong about my wife. She wants that cat after all. Do you hear me? I'll give you that $100 for the cat. I can't talk to you just now. All right, then, $200. No. No. $300 and that's tops. $300 for the cat? I know I'm going out of my mind, but I've been collecting art pieces all over Europe for years. And this boy, Walter Paisley, has got it. I want to buy his first work. And to make very sure that I get it, I'll pay you $500. $500 for the cat and the first look at his next stuff. Someone has the cat just now, but I'll have him back in a few days. And you can have it for the $500. Oh, thank you, sir. I think I've made a bargain. Call me when you're ready. Good night.
Walk behind and saw the sign.
Leonard! You feel better? Listen, I'm going over to Walter's later after the place closes to see Murdered Man. You feel up to coming along?
The rope was fixed around his neck and a washer behind his ear. And the prison bell was tolling, but Tim Evans didn't hear. Saying, go down, you murderer, go down.
Look at the size of it.
Well, it's not really that big. I got it on kind of a stand.
Well, let's see it.
I'm a little nervous. I never did a person before.
You can do anything if you set your mind to it.
It's hot in here. You want me to open the window?
Oh, come on, Walter. Take off the sheet.
Don't you like it?
Walter, it's a masterpiece. I've never seen anything like it before. And I hope I never see anything like it again.
Neither do I.
It's hideous, and it's eloquent. It expresses modern man and all his self-pity. How did you ever find that in yourself, Walter?
Well, it wasn't easy.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I've never seen anyone so squeamish. What's your opinion, Leonard?
Don't ask me.
Oh, come on. Now, even you must see its value. Do you think that you or I could have conceived of such a thing, much less executed it? Well, then admit it. It's a work of genius.
I admit it. Then let's take it down to the yellow door. No.
Why not?
I'll tell you. But you cover it up again, please, huh? Please. Thank you.
What is all this nonsense? Why do you want to hide it?
Well, I've been thinking. I didn't realize how much talent Walter actually had. It would be wrong to show his pieces one at a time. Dead wrong.
You're right. You should build a collection first.
Good. Yeah, that's the idea. Maybe when it's big enough, we can have a show.
A show?
Yeah.
Just for me?
No, not exactly. I mean, you take years and years. It's getting hot again. Well, it would take you years to make that many statues, but your work would be featured.
It's a wonderful idea, Walter. It's the only way to gain recognition. All the big art critics and art dealers will be there. It'll be an event.
Yes, then we can unload. You'd sell this stuff for a lot more.
But the show, how soon can we go?
Don't rush things. It takes time. But first of all, you've got to stop making these horrible statues. Carla and I will guide you. Maybe you can turn to freeform.
Freeform?
Well, that's the movement today.
With his talent for realism?
But you can see the direction his realism takes. It's unhealthy. But you said I was a genius. I don't want to be a busboy anymore. Yes, maybe you got a point there. You shouldn't keep working at the Yellow Door. Look, I'm sure that man is going to buy your dead cat. So here's your fee in advance. $50. And if you need more, I've got it, so don't worry. I've got great faith in you, Walter.
Gee, $50 for something I made.
Now you're a professional.
Let's go.
Okay. Good night, Walter. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, but don't rush things. You got all the time in the world. Come on, Carla.
Good night.
You are, Walter?
I'm an artist, Mrs. Circus.
Oh, sure you are, Walter.
I am. Look. Good heavens.
Цыганцы боли полей, помню я безумный наш песк, песни пляски, длинный звон гитар, и любви пленительный угар, здесь только хор цыганов сохранен.
One of the greatest advances in modern poetry is the elimination of clarity. I am proud to say my poetry is only understood by that minority which is aware.
Aware of what? Why, not of anything, stupid, just aware.
Man, this place is beginning to feel like a lineup.
Yeah, baby. If it don't cool out pretty soon, I'm going to haunt somebody else's joint.
We may have to start drinking.
Отзвучали песенки цыган, давно закрыт любимый ресторан.
Yes, man, yes, yes. That's the man, yes. Yes, man, yes.
Good evening, Walter.
Good evening, Carla.
Sylvia, did you see me wave my Zen stick?
It's Walter Paisley.
Bring me a cappuccino and a piece of papaya cheesecake. And a bottle of Yugoslavian white wine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Paisley.
Good evening, Walter.
Maxwell, how have you been?
I see the rewards of achievement have come your way.
Well, after all, I'm a successful sculptor now.
Indeed.
And man, dig Walter the Wigger. It's coming out like you just cured cancer. What a flake to see. Crazy.
I was just suggesting to Walter that he try his hand at freeform. Why do you suggest anything to Walter? Are you the spokesman for society come to put your stifling finger in his eye?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, now who invited these two down from the clouds?
Maxwell, yoo-hoo.
Clear the table. Bring a bowl. I may be sick.
It's Alice the Awful. Comes to spread cheer and color.
Look at my suntan, everybody.
Do we have to?
Where have you been, Alice? I went up to Big Sur to look for Henry Miller.
You didn't find him, I hope.
No, he's in Europe.
Good.
Why is the bus boy sitting here?
I'm not the busboy anymore.
That's right. Walter has become a sculptor.
Oh, really? I'm a model, you know. I only charge $25 an hour. Would you like to do me?
I just might.
Never mind that. Walter's going to try freeform.
There you go again. I may take my business to the Sorrel Sewer.
As a matter of fact, I was going to suggest to Walter that he try a female figure. As a change from the violent death theme. You really should, Walter. You know what? If you like, I'll be your model for free.
I couldn't. Not you. Man, if you're going to be an artist, you've got to do nudes. Right. Ain't nobody an artist unless he does nudes.
Will you get them out of here before we wind up in night court?
Oh, let's change the subject. I'm sick of hearing about sculpture. Nobody knows how to do that anymore, much less the busboy from the Yellow Door.
Who do you think you're talking about?
Don't shout at me.
I don't like you.
Nobody asked for your opinion, Walter. You're just a simple little farm boy, and the rest of us are all sophisticated beatniks.
That's all, man. Let's split. Yeah, man. I gotta make me some air.
You made them leave.
What did I do?
The first beneficial service of your benighted life. It proves we're all good for something.
Are you saying that this busboy is better than I?
Yes.
I think this whole bit about him being a sculptor is just a big put-on for my benefit.
That's not true. I am a sculptor.
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Make something out of this.
There. Hand.
That isn't a real hand. If you were a sculptor, you'd create something for me.
A harpoon would be very nice.
I'm going home.
Alan? You're obnoxious. But he's such an idiot.
Hey there, folks. Erik William here with Saturday Fright Theater, again out here at Bloodview Haunted House. And I've got Cassandra with me, and Cassandra is a first-time scarer. Is that correct?
Yep.
And now, is this your first time scaring anywhere, or is this literally first time ever?
First time ever.
First time ever. Now, is tonight your first night? Or I know last night was opening night, so were you here last night as well?
No, I couldn't make it last night.
Oh, so this is your first time, first night, first experience.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So this is a first. So tell us a little bit about your makeup here tonight and where you're working.
I'm going to be in the boiler room.
Okay.
And so this was actually made by the one that you interviewed last. And this is supposed to be like, oh, my skin started ripping off because I got killed in there. It's a big thing.
Well, it looks absolutely amazing. So it's so you're going to be in the boiler room. You're all burnt up and face is peeling off, folks. I don't know if you can see it, but it's creepy, and it looks awesome. You got blood all up and everywhere, coming out of your nose, teeth, everything. That's pretty awesome. And now, what's your thought pattern going in tonight? Because obviously she hasn't gone in yet, folks. But so what's your thought pattern going in? Are you trying to scare? Are you trying to kind of build up for the evening? What's your thought going in tonight?
I am going to try to build it up.
Okay.
So, like, say when they go in, I'll probably start off with fake crying and just pop up.
No, so you can draw them in like a little bit like you're hurt, like all innocent, and then just scare the yell out of them, right? Mm-hmm. That's the way to do it. Now, I tell you what, as part of Saturday Fright Theater, we are also doing Around the World Native Screams. Mm-hmm. So as Around the World Native Screams, we'd like to ask people what your inspirations are. Now, you, as a first-time scarer, we have the unique opportunity to ask you, what were your inspirations? What kind of horror movies do you like? What led you to be here?
I just have a big passion for horror.
Okay.
I always let my mom, what do you want to watch? Horror movie, immediately.
Horror movies.
I like usually the originals.
Okay.
Like original horror movies. One that I made my mom, just because I love gore also, made my mom binge watch Saw with me.
Saw. Okay, so is that kind of your go-to? Is that the Saw movies?
Yeah, sometimes.
Right. Sometimes. So it's kind of like that's a lot with me too. It depends on kind of my mood, actually, honestly. So we like the Saw movies. What about slashers? Who's your favorite movie slasher out there?
Classic Halloween.
Classic Halloween, Michael Myers. Now there you go. And all right, last thing, as far as music goes, is there anybody out there that, as far as in the horror genre, that you think that kind of draw your inspirations to when you're listening to really get psyched up?
Korn, Rob Zombie, and I love Marilyn Manson.
There you go. She just hit the trifecta, folks. Cassandra's immediately into the Around the World Native Screams Hall of Fame. First time nailed it out of the park. So I tell you what, we're going to let you go. I know you got some screaming to do. Don't scare me tonight. Scare him, the cameraman. So we'll let you go, and we're going to get you back to the movie right here on Saturday Fright Theater, where every night is a frightful night when you're watching a movie. We'll see her soon.
I wanted to apologize for being nasty to you this evening.
So you're apologized. Good night. Listen, Torp, why don't you get out of here and let me go to bed?
I didn't finish talking to you. I decided to make that female figure after all.
Oh?
I'd like you to pose for it.
Remember what I said about my price?
$25 an hour.
If you want to pay it, I don't mind posing. When do you want to start work?
Tonight?
You mean right now? Wait till I get my sweater. Heat around this place.
It's bad for the clay. You'll get used to it.
Well, I'm almost ready.
Here. Sit in this chair and I'll pose you.
How's this pose?
Oh, that's fine. It's very good. Just stay like that.
This doesn't look like very much clay.
Oh, it's enough. Put this around your neck.
The place on.
Are these fertile eggs?
Are these eggs fertile? Naturally.
What you fry them in?
We ran out of the safflower seed oil, but I found a bottle of peanut oil on the shelf. Don't worry, it's not hard, Eugene.
Is that the cold pressed stuff or the junk Hilda bought by mistake?
Yes, man, yes. Hi.
Good morning, Walter.
Hi, Walter. What brings you here?
Have some breakfast.
What are you having?
Soy and wheat germ pancakes, organic guava nectar, calcium lactate and tomato juice, and garbanzo omelets sprinkled with smoked yeast. Join us?
No, thanks. Sounds great, though. I brought something to show you. Could I have some of the guys help me?
Is it Murdered Man?
It's better.
Come on.
Orders. Put it in the middle of the room.
When did you do this, Walter?
Last night. It doesn't take me very long.
I should say not.
Well, let's see it, man.
Walter, I can't believe it.
I'm honored to know this man. Do you think it's nice? Hey, she's beautiful. Do you think it's nicer than Murdered Man?
Oh, I don't know, Walter. It's impossible to choose. They're both great.
Walter, I'm deeply moved. To show my appreciation, I'm going to give a party tonight at the Yellow Door, in your honor. And I shall compose a poem.
Some more champagne, Your Majesty?
Here.
Where?
There. That's fine. May I please have another little kiss?
Walter, you're a wretch.
Yeah?
Here we go. Here we go. All right. Walter. The bird that flies now pays later through the nose of ambidextrous apathy. Necrophiles may dance upon the placemats in an orgy of togetherness. The highway of life cuts sharply through the shady ghettos and the ivy-covered tombs, and laughter rings from every time capsule in the star-spangled firmament. And in the deep freeze, it is the children's hour, and no one knows that Duncan is murdered, and no one knows that Walter Paisley is born. Duncan knows. Tuesday Sunrise knows. Alley cats and garbage cans and steaming pavements and you and I and the nude descending the staircase and all such things with both we know that Walter Paisley is born. Ring rubber bells, beat cotton gongs, strike silken cymbals, play leathern flutes, the cats and cans and you and I and all such things with souls. We shall hear Walter Paisley is born, and the souls become flesh. Walter Paisley is born.
Marvelous, darling, marvelous.
Man, like that was the greatest gas I ever heard.
Crazy, what did he say? Didn't you hear him? No, man, I'm too far out.
Maxwell, that was magnificent.
I feel so elegant.
Walter deserved every word of it.
It makes me so glad I'm aware.
Did you hear what he said?
Yes, Walter.
All about me. It's true, isn't it?
Every word.
You better hold off on the bubbly, artist. Yeah, why? You might talk too much. What would I say? Most anything, I expect.
Are you two trying to ignore the rest of us?
Oh, not me, Maxwell. I wouldn't ignore you. I know what it is to be ignored.
Tell us what you're going to do next, Walter.
I'm going to make the most wonderful, wildest, wickedest things you've ever seen. I'm going to make big statues and little statues, tall statues and short statues. I'm going to make statues of nobodies and statues of famous people, statues of actors and poets and people who sell things on television, and a statue of the mayor and some opera singers and their intimate friends. And everybody will say, Walter, let me shake your hand. It's been a real pleasure to have known you. Alley cats and garbage cans, they know that Walter Paisley is born. Ring rubber bells, beat cotton gongs, strike silken cymbals, play leathern flutes. Tell us what you're going to do next, Walter. I'm going to make big statues, little statues, movie stars and poets, and guys who sell things on television. And the mayor and some officers. What you're going to do next, Walter? What am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? I got to do something before they forget. I know what it's like to be ignored.
giving a ride on the omnibus of art.
Huh? What'd you say?
But it's not creation's graham crack. Let them all crumble to feed the creator.
Oh, beat it. You must be nuts.
Isn't it?
Was. What's that you got in the box?
Now, just wait till you see this.
Extra, horrible murder at furniture factory. Read about the man who got cut in half. Extra. Police can only find part of it.
Leonard.
Read all about it.
What's the matter, Leonard?
You made a bust.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful? What's the matter, Leonard? Put it down, Walter, please. Walter, listen to me carefully. I don't want you to make any more statues. Do you understand? No more statues.
Well, why not? I gotta make statues, Leonard. You heard Brock. They want me to make them. And if I stop making them, I'll just be a busboy again.
Brock, he's behind all of this with his stupid, bitter poetry. Listen, you've got to stop it right away. I'm beginning to feel responsible.
Why? What did you do?
Never mind. Walter, I've decided to have that show for you right away. When Carla comes, we'll have her work up some nice invitations. We'll have them printed up. We'll invite the critics and the art collectors. We'll tell them.
Well, I don't see why we can't go.
Mr. Leonard DeSantis is afraid to have you come. You who buy his coffee and lure his tourists. You are the heart and soul and meat of the other door. He slighted you.
Did you get an invitation?
I did not. But I'm going anyway. Not to drink his champagne, but to see Walter's triumph. After that, we go no more.
Hi, Maxwell.
I won't say good luck, Walter.
Why not?
It would imply you could not succeed on your ability alone.
You look so handsome.
I do. So do you. I mean, you look so pretty.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Oh, we've got plenty of time.
I know, but I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, we can go now if you like. Bye.
Later, man, later. Swing. Man, why do you suppose Walter wants to get her alone? You suppose he could be physically attracted to her? No, man, he ain't the type. He don't get enough vitamin E. Maxwell gave him a bottle of wheat germ oil once. Maybe he just started taking it.
Hey there, folks. Erik William out here at Bloodview Haunted House, and I've got Glenn with me. And Glenn, you are the man for the makeup here. Is that correct? Is that what I was?
That's correct.
Well, I tell you what. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And I know that you've got a long history here at Bloodview.
27 years.
27 years. Tell us a little bit about what you do here at Bloodview.
Makeup-wise, basically we do all forms of makeup, prosthetics, gelatin, foam latex.
Wow.
You name it, we do it. We do it all.
Now,
airbrush.
I was going to say, I was just about to say airbrushing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There's all kinds of techniques. Now, do you train people that come in to do the makeup, or do you have people that do you hold classes on that?
We do.
And when do those start?
Usually around June, July. We try to keep them close to season as possible, so that our students retain their knowledge.
Okay.
So say they can, when they come up, they can actually apply the makeup onto themselves.
Oh wow! So literally, you're taking all the actual scarers and the actors through the courses so they can just do it themselves.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
We teach the acting and the makeup.
So now you also have a couple of chairs upstairs to help people put on makeup as well.
Newbies who've never been here before want to come up, get their makeup done. Will see me or my assistant, Mel.
Okay.
and we will get them into makeup, or one of the other maguses on the premises who are other makeup artists will get them into makeup.
Oh, wow. Now, I know there was a young lady, it's her first night ever.
Yep.
I believe her name was Cassandra. She's got some burn makeup on. She's in the boiler room, I think, tonight. And she was blown away by the makeup process because, again, first night in, it was kind of, what do you still kind of get excited when you see those first people come in and you see the makeup on
all the
and
time.
you see their faces, that reveal?
Especially when it clicks, or when they turn around and go, "Oh my God!"
That's got to be a good feeling.
Done to me.
That's got to be a great feeling.
Also, too, it's the best feeling is that when an actor or myself or one, the biggest is when the crowd goes, "Oh my God, what is it?"
Yeah, that's got to be just fantastic to hear. Well, I tell you what, Glenn. Again, you said 27 years you've been doing
27.
this, and as part of Saturday Fright Theater, we're also a part of a show called Around the World in 80 Screams, and what that is basically a whole celebration of Halloween and horror. And what got you? What was that passion underneath that lying thing that led you to this direction here? Did you start off in like theater makeup, or were you always?
No, I did not.
What was it that got you started?
An accident.
An accident?
Literally an accident.
Oh.
I wound up here one night with some friends. Wasn't too into haunted houses.
Uh-huh.
And didn't know much about the Legion of Terror, but I came up after a Halloween party. They said, "Hey, why don't you come on back?" And I did.
And you've been here ever since?
I've been here ever since.
Now, that's just kind of crazy. That's a great story. And, well, I tell you what, I know you still got some people that you got up there in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
You're still overseeing and everything. I do appreciate you being on the show. And I'll let you get back up to it, Glenn. And here's to 27 more years of doing this craziness out here at Bloodview.
Please, no.
And we'll let you get back upstairs, Glenn, and we're going to get you guys back to the show right here on Saturday Fright Theater, where every night's a frightful night when you're watching a movie. We'll see you back soon.
What did you want to talk to me about, Walter?
Well, what kind of people do you like, Carla?
Oh, thinking people. Artistic people, I guess.
You think I'm artistic?
Of course I do.
That means you like me.
I like you very much, Walter.
I thought you did on account how you kissed me the other night.
Oh, that was for your sculpture of the girl you nude in the chair.
Carla, I've been alone for a long time, and I know you've been alone, because you never seem to go out with anybody, even though Leonard's always asking you to go out with him, and I just...
What are you trying to say?
Carla, I don't want to make statues anymore. I want to get married to you.
How long have you been thinking about this, Walter?
Oh, for a long time. Ever since you first came to work at the club. You were the only one who was ever nice to me. I didn't know you loved me until you kissed me.
Walter, I do like you. And I did kiss you. But that was because of your work. There's more to being in love with someone than just that.
You mean you don't love me?
I'm afraid that's what I mean.
But you gotta love me. Why do you think I made that statue of Alice?
Walter, I'm sorry, but
You just can't be sorry. I want to marry you.
Now calm down, Walter, and let's go in there and then maybe when the show's over we can talk about it.
Well, I don't want to talk about it. I get it. I see the whole thing now. Nobody knows that Walter Paisley is born. Carla, will you do one favor for me?
Just about anything, Walter.
Would you let me make a statue of you?
Would you really like to? That'd make me very happy.
Okay. Tonight. I'll make a statue of you tonight. Okay?
Come on.
No, thanks.
This could bring about a return to realism. Yes, a one-man return. We have many artists about, but no craftsmen. This man knows his anatomy. I'd give $1,500 for this. After you read my review, it'll probably cost you $5,000.
So what's the trouble?
Why should you be so depressed? Have you heard the things they're saying? You can make $25,000 on these pieces alone.
I thought you put money down.
I do, but $25,000?
Leave me alone.
Man, we have come to make this scene. What's some cappuccino, man? We got the bread. We're not open for business. This is an art exhibit. No bumps. Get out. That art is about man, and he's sober. Yeah, well, that's his problem. All right, man. All right, we'll wait outside. Yeah, you wait outside.
What's the matter? Walter, there's a body inside that statue.
Well, that's Alice. It's all right, Carla. Maxwell says it's all right. Let them become clay in his hands that he might mold them.
Walter, you stay away from me.
Don't you see, Carla? I made them immortal. Don't you see, I can do the same for you.
I'm going up the base. I'm going with you. Hey, man, what is the score? Walter Pinkley's a murderer. Wow, man, I saw him chasing Carla down the street.
time soon, Lou.
We'll teach him he can't murder us and get away with it, won't we?
What you gonna do now, Walter?
I'll hide where they'll never find me.
He's running. He's gone crazy.
Paisley! Paisley, open up! Paisley!
I suppose he would have called it Hanging Man. His greatest work.
Hey there, folks. Erik William here with Saturday Fright Theater, and it has been one heck of a night tonight, let me tell you. There has been ghasts and ghouls and ghosts and goblins and zombies and all kinds of stuff. And before things get carried away, I hope you enjoyed the movie. It's been a fun night. And before we lose our head, I better get out of here. See you next time!